and AM 1160. And good morning. Thanks for being with us once more on this Wednesday morning. And yes, indeed, the entire studio is filled up with people here this morning as we talk about the food distribution coming to Center Township and Homer City Borough this weekend. And so let's have everybody step up to the microphones and reintroduce yourselves so folks on the radio, now they can watch it on Facebook right now. And so they can that helps to figure out who's talking. But for the radio audience, let's all introduce ourselves so that everybody knows whose voice belongs to whom. And okay, let's start left to right.
Solder, Center Township Supervisor.
Jim Gatsky, Center Township Supervisor.
Aimee Kemp, ICCAP Food Bank Director.
Dave Smyers, Center Township Supervisor.
LuAnn Zak, Assistant Director with the Indiana County Office of Planning and Development.
All right, so there you go. All of those names associated with the people whose bodies now inhabit this studio. Jim, you were the speaker last time most of the time. Did they make you do this again today?
I guess.
All right, step on up to the microphone then.
Yeah, we're here for the Center Township and Homer City Borough, and we have received funding through the Community Block Grant Coronavirus. The program is people for community with medium and low income. And the date is distribution on October 9th between 1 and 4 o'clock. Mm-hmm. And the 4 places is Homer City Borough, Coral and Grayston Fire Hall, Our Lady Assumption Church in Luzerne Mines, and Altman Fire Department. And you can still register at 479-2688. Mm-hmm. And we are also asking for any help that we could have to pass this food out.
All right, so you need some bodies, huh?
That is correct.
Need some bodies to show up with big muscles.
Yes.
Unlike the rest of these guys.
Yes.
Hey, LuAnn, come on up and explain again your office's involvement in this.
Yes, the Indiana County administers the Community Development Block Grant that is providing the food on behalf of Center Township. So that is the county's involvement. We oversee to make sure that the funding is allocated to eligible activities, which assistance to the food bank is. So we want to encourage everybody that qualifies. There's a lot of people say someone needs it more than I do. Please take advantage of this opportunity yourself. Give them a call or come up the day of if events just happen that you're out and you remember it's there. Please drive by. We will not turn you away. It's money that comes back into the community. Mm-hmm. For every dollar that comes from the federal government, more dollars are generated into the local economy. And as Aimee can explain, a lot of the food items that they purchase are from as many local businesses, farms, and so forth as possible.
Mm-hmm. Aimee, you were on deck, and now you're up to bat.
All right. So
come a little closer to the microphone.
We got meat that we sourced from Cunningham Meats. Mm-hmm. We're just trying to keep everything local. We have really nice dairy boxes that came from Turner's Dairy, which uses a lot of milk from local farmers. Mm-hmm. Produce boxes that are sourced from either local farms or farms within Pennsylvania. And a lot of the non-perishables were sourced from local companies. Mm-hmm. So everything we try to keep local, and they should be really great boxes.
Yeah, it sounds like they're really going to be chock full of all kinds of wonderful, nutritious things. LuAnn, you had something else?
Yeah, I just wanted to add, also, this is special funding that was allocated to the municipalities due to the coronavirus pandemic. Mm-hmm. And I just want to be very clear that the supervisors do not have an option to spend this funding on roads or water or sewer. It has to go to something, an item, an eligible CDBG item that will prevent, respond to, or prepare for the coronavirus. So they were really limited in the types of activities. I know there's sometimes criticism to the local officials when these types of projects come in, but this is the type of assistance that this money was meant to get out to help the
Yeah.
people through this time.
So we follow the parameters that are in place, and those parameters, and supervise. Any of you guys can step up here and talk about the fact that the choice was made for food distribution, and that wasn't made just willy-nilly. That seems to have been what people were most interested in. Correct? Right. Yeah. Somebody come on up and let's talk about that a little bit.
Yes, our hands were kind of tied as far as not using it on the roads and infrastructure, but we appreciate the help that we can put out there. And like LuAnn said, we really do encourage every citizen that qualifies to go ahead and sign up.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have to get this out there and use their funds. That people could use their funds for other things.
Yeah.
And we hope and pray for nice weather that day. And also we thank you, Todd and Josh, for helping us get the word out.
Well, we're happy to. The income guidelines, it's middle and low income eligible, and so typically when you have food distributions, it's targeted specifically to the lowest of the lower income folks. But this is middle and low income, and so that's a pretty high threshold to meet, isn't it? Right. Yeah. When you look at for a single person, it's somebody who makes up to $36,800. You're eligible. And then it graduates up from there for two-person families. It's $42,050. For three, it's $47,300, and on and on and on up to 8 people and more. And so this food distribution is going to be for each of them. Now, Jim, you were talking about the fact that it's 4 locations: the 3 fire halls, Coral, Grayston, Homer City, and Altman, and the Our Lady of the Assumption Parish in Lucerne Mines.
That is correct.
And you need help at all of those locations.
Yes, and I'd also like to thank all those locations for letting us go there. Homer
Mm-hmm.
City Borough, Coral and Grayston Fire Hall, and Our Lady of the Assumption Lucerne site, and Altman Fire Department.
Yeah.
Yes, and we need some bodies to help load the food.
All right. So that being the case, will they just report to that location, or should they call in and then you'll tell them where you need them?
Yes, it'd be nice for them to call in 724-479-2688, and then we'll see where we hopefully need people or not need people.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, thank you.
479-2688. Now, Aimee, ICCAP's involvement as well has involved. People could call there previously for this, and is that still the case?
And they still can. They might have better luck getting through to the borough.
Yeah.
We're currently really short-staffed at the food bank and trying to prepare everything for the distribution. So
Yeah.
I recommend people to call the borough.
Yeah. So call Center Township again, 479-2688, and that's not just Center Township residents. Borough residents can also call the Center Township office, and then you're good to go. Anybody else have something they want to share here, Dave?
I would just like to point out again that we feel there's a lot more eligible people that could use this to sign up that haven't signed up. So spread the word and please sign up.
Yeah, that's one of the things about it, that they might say to themselves, well, I don't need it. I can handle my own needs. But here's this food sitting there. And let's face it, if you don't need it, you know someone who does. So you can come in and you can get your box of food. And if you don't want it or don't need it, then you know somebody that can be helped by this. And so everybody should take advantage of this. All right. Anything else people need to know about it?
No, just I'd like to thank LuAnn Zak and Aimee Kemp and our secretary, Sarah Smith. She's there waiting for your calls.
All right.
Thank you.
Make Sarah really busy over the next couple of days. Is there a deadline when people,
No, right up till Friday or Saturday. Just keep calling.
Just keep calling.
Yes.
Okay, so the food distribution is 1 to 4 p.m. on Saturday. The 4 locations, the fire halls in Coral, Grayston, Homer City, and Altman, the Our Lady of the Assumption Church in Lucerne Mines, this food distribution for middle and low income eligible people. If you have a question about that and you say, well, I don't know if I qualify or not, office can answer that. Make that call and they can tell you. 479-2688. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We appreciate you
1160.
coming in to visit with us here today and talk about this really, really important stuff. Again, the number for Center Township is 479-2688. It's the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160.
Truth be told, aren't these types of phone calls annoying?
For life insurance questions, press 1. For business insurance, press 2. Car insurance needs, press 3. Liability coverage, press 4. Press 5, press 7, press 10, press 15, press 20.
Brother, by this time you're ready to hang up. Now, wouldn't you prefer this type of phone call?
Hi, this is Kelly of Lloyd's of Munhall Insurance Agency. How can I help you?
How refreshing. A real live person on the other end. That's what you get when you call the Lloyd's of Munhall Insurance Agency. Quick, prompt, personalized service. Lloyd's of Munhall is a full-service independent agency representing many companies to give you the best possible rate. Whether it's auto, home, life, business, commercial trucks, they'll select a policy to fit your specific